Hey, what is going on everybody? My name is DeathBringer and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Ghosts Search and Destroy today. This is the map Octane and I am rushing with the Vector SMG. I haven't picked this weapon up in a long time, and that is because, honestly, I've been trying to experiment with just the general variety of weapons in this game. There are a lot of fun weapons to use. It seems like every single weapon is capable of killing, but obviously you've got to learn the routes, you've got to learn the sort of sight lines, and just figure out which way you want to go. You can basically pick up a weapon in this game, and as long as you know how to use it, you're going to get some kills quite seriously. But that's another issue right there. You do die very quickly in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I guess that kind of makes you play a lot smarter. You need to figure out which way you're going to be heading, and just understand that if you're running out into the open, there's quite high chances that you can be picked off. You'll be seeing that throughout this gameplay. I made a couple of mistakes where I ran out, I almost died, but I got away with it. And these kind of enemies that look like they don't know what they're doing, on YouTube it's really hard to understand what the players were like, and I see this all too often. I see people saying, or you only went 16-0 because you were playing noobs, or they don't have thumbs, they can't pick up the controllers, and that for me is a little bit it's a little bit too quick to judge in my eyes. It is quite honestly really hard to tell how good the players were from watching a YouTube video. You had to be in that game, you had to experience the pressure and sort of the feelings you were getting. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these guys on the opposite team had Amplify today, which is what I want to go into right now. So a few days back I made a video on Amplify, and I discussed how this perk is overpowered. Don't get me wrong, it is absolutely overpowered. It is unbelievably cheating in my eyes. But I've recently revised my opinions on this. I've thought about it over the past few days, and I've thought, what am I dying to the most? And it's headset users, the people who go out there buy £200 headsets, which for me, I would never do that because it's against all my morals. I think that headsets in gaming is just, I mean, kind of FPS shooters like Call of Duty Battlefield, to be able to hear someone across the map and sort of defusing bombs, specifically in Search and Destroy, way across the map, that is cheating. I don't think that should be involved in Call of Duty. There's nothing we can do to change that. That's kind of a selling angle. That's a selling point on the COD series. They're going to make all the money they can before this thing dies off. But I mean, they're putting perks like amplifying the game that are doubling the effect essentially. If you put Amplify and a headset on, you're getting ridiculous amounts of range on how far away you can hear enemies. You can hear through walls. You can hear people above you. And it's unreal. You can hear people with dead silence on, which is the wrong part about this perk. And I want to get across today that at this point in time, I've started to use Amplify, and there's one reason for that. There is one single reason. If I'm getting killed off it and it's in the game, I'm going to use it. I am going to put it on and try and counter that. Now, because I don't own a headset, which is, as I've said, that's part of me, that's what I feel about these games, I think it's quite a balanced perk. I cannot hear people with dead silence on, believe me or not. I mean, I make mistakes, I die a couple of times in this gameplay, and that is because the opposite guys were running with dead silence. I could not hear them. Still takes skill, you know, it still takes planning. You have to figure out which way you're going, you have to run down routes, you have to realise that there might be a bunch of enemies in front of you, holding off choke points, stood still in corners, reloading, taking breathers. There are a lot of different factors in this game mode, and for me, if you don't have a headset, I think Amplify is essential, and that is my argument today. It is saving me from a lot of unneeded deaths at the moment. Before, I was running about, and you might be able to sit there and come back with the argument of, why are you putting yourself in these situations, DeathBringer? Why are you running about and not checking these corners? But that is not the case. I check every single corner. I always remember where I think people are going to be. I remember where people are dying, and I'm doing this in milliseconds, but sometimes you get really confused. So why not use the perk Amplify? If you don't have a headset, put it on there and give it a go. Honestly, it saved me from absolutely stupid deaths. People coming out of the back and just people without dead silence. That's what I'm talking about. That is what it should be used for, and that is the way I'm employing it and implementing it into my game at the moment. It's helping me get games like this where I'm pulling in 18 kills. I almost hit the 20 plus today, but I choked it, and them are my downfalls. I have to go back to the drawing board, understand what I did wrong, and hopefully something like a 20 plus will happen for me in Search and Destroy, but I cannot guarantee that. That is all part of the learning process. This Call of Duty is unlike any other, but I still stand back to the point, until they patch Amplify, until they kind of make it so that dead silence completely counters it, I'm going to use the perk, whether you guys like that or not. It makes my gaming experience that much more enjoyable and easier on the mind. Okay, so let me know what you think today. When they do patch it, by all means I'll take it off. I'll go out there and get the gameplays normally, because I won't have to worry anymore. But for now, I need to say that Amplify is helping me a lot, and I would advise using it. So I guess that is the end of the video. 18 kills, only 3 deaths on Octane, Vector SMG. Thank you for watching, and as always, subscribe for more content, and have a nice day.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!